What is up, everybody? So, I don't even know what to name this video right now. I guess I call it my hero deck analysis. And the reason why I'm making this video is because after I pretty much won my 1K on Saturday, a few of you guys were asking me, hey Chris, can you post your deck list you ran? So in this video, I figured I'd give you guys just that. I'm gonna go over my main deck, my extra deck, and then my side deck I ran this past Saturday. If you guys are new here, I invite you to subscribe for more, and also smash that like button. Let's get this video to 500 likes. It really helps the channel out a lot, especially for you guys who want to support your boy but can't do it financially. So with all that being said, let's get into it. Without further ado, let's starting off with the main deck. I'm gonna go over main deck and just talk about what I like about it and everything else with it. So you guys already know I run 3 Stratos. Now, unlike a conventional deck profile, I guess this technically could be classified as a deck profile. I'm just gonna go over everything in detail once again and why I play my preference once again, because a few of you guys had questions and I thought you guys may have noticed my answers to these questions in my original Omni Hero deck list, but I guess not. So 3 Stratos, you need it stable. You run it at 3, no exceptions. I look at Stratos as Satellar Knight Deneb, the one that searches out the other Satellar Knights. If you run 3 of that, you're gonna run 3 Stratos, no exception. You run 2 Shadow Mist as a standard for this deck. Now, Shadow Mist 9 times out of 10 is discard fodder for Ferris. I hardly ever use Shadow Mist unless I open up a Hero Lives personally to net the mass change. I'm finding myself more opting for plasma plays, so Shadow Mist comes in clutch, which is helping me OTK my opponent and play through combos and extending things out. I like to run Solid Soldier still. Games where I open double E-Call, maybe E-Call reinforcements, my hand ain't that good. Him and Stratos, pretty sick combos. Him and Shadow Mist is going to guarantee me a Dark Claw, which wins against most of the meta. The Liquid Soldier, of course, you guys know why you want run to 1. He's good for the Sunriser combos. I'm not finding myself wanting more than 1. I know some people tested 2. 1 is just fine. If you have to run them twice, you're losing already. 1 honestly Neo is still staple. I haven't thought about cutting it back to 3 or 2. Keeping it at 1 is mandatory. The 1 Dusted Gold. Guys, I know you guys want heroes to be a fun, family-friendly type of deck that's relatively cheap. This card, I hate the fact that it's 70 bucks. I hope it gets reprinted for the hero players that want to play this card. But you gotta play that Dusted Gold. He extends the combos out when you bring out Bane a lot. Like if your opponent Nibiru's you, you can figure out a way to search out in a Dusted Gold, or you can pre-search it before you combos and let it sit in your hand. So if they do Nibiru you Dusted Gold into the Dark Calling, and you guys can go off and just win that way. I'm loving my Destiny Hero package. I never run out of Destiny Heroes. Dynatag, Plasma, Celestial, and the 3 Malleys. Now, Celestial comes in clutch. I've just thought about running, I think Decider is the other one that can stop effect damage, and when you normal summon him, you add a hero monster to graveyard during the end phase. But Celestial comes in clutch. Just that draw, it's something about that draw too I really like. And the fact that he comes in, he blows up spell cards, can come in play against pendulum decks every once in a while. I wouldn't say he's my favorite Destiny hero, but it's not my worst. Plasma is coming up a lot more. I love Plasma so much, especially in this meta where you got things like Invoked, Shadows, where you might need that one special summon. Plasma can just get you there. Dynatag, I'm not really using her more for the OTK aspects. However, I'm finding myself to abuse Dynatag more when I go for first turn plays of like Plasma with Dystopia, because I can't make a Dark Law, and I can banish the Dynatag to pump up my Dystopia so that way I can pop for the turn, which is really good. And then of course Mally is self-explanatory. Mally is Mally. Like, you're gonna run your 3 Mally. A 2 Decider, of course, 3 Virus, and 3 Vion. Like I said, I think this is standard. I'm pretty sure this is standard. Yeah, I think everyone is in agreement with that right now. 3 Ash Blossom. Like, I know a lot of builds run the Other hand traps, I still like the genericness of 3 Ash Blossom. A lot of times going game 1, since people are cutting this from their main decks, this card comes up clutch a lot. Like, I'm not mad at people for running 2 Drows and 2 Ash, or just 3 Drows. I get it. It's all meta dependent, but I think since this card stops a lot of cards, its genericness make me want to run it over something like Drow. Only because, like, I'm a stickler. I like to prepare for rogue decks as well as meta decks, and this card can just get you there. 2 Twin Twister. I wouldn't bump with a 3 because you don't want to overdraw this card, but running 2 and it comes in clutch and help me win. Like I said, I love the Super Poly on last Saturday, for the 1K. It came in clutch and won me games, allowing me to get help outing things like Appaloosa. Well, not Appaloosa, but anything that's like light, darks. I like it. I consider taking out, but considering Shadow Invoke to the deck, yeah, I don't like stuff that just says break my board or bust, or stuff that just stuns me out. I like Super Poly. I think it's definitely worth running in this deck at 2 to 3. I cut it down from 3 originally from last format due to the fact that 3 felt really cloggy, but I've been loving 2. It's been great. Not against everything, I have to admit. At locals, at near mint games where there's a lot less meta decks and a lot more rogue decks, it's not that good. However, in a heavily meta environment, I'm noticing that it comes in real clutch. I still love 3 Mass Change, OTK during battle phase. I love when I open this card. I want to see this turn 1, so that way I can just make Dark Law without having to go super duper wombo combo, so I can recover from a Nibiru. So yeah, man. 3, I wouldn't change that for the world. 1 Poly, 1 Dark Calling, 1 Miracle Fusion. For some odd reason, some hero players want to run 2 of this and 2 of this. I mean, if you guys want to have fun and make a fun deck, you can. Like, you really don't want to open these cards, which is right, you run them as 1-ofs. When you open them, you get upset because you're supposed to search them out. 1 Hero Lives. I wish it was at 3. If it was at 3, this deck could be more nutty. Yeah. Fusion Destiny is just as good as Hero Lives, if not better. It literally sets up everything as 1 card OTK. Yeah. Can't believe people said this was bad at one point. And of course, as you guys already know, I run a 2 E-Call and the 1 Rota. Now, like I said, my deck list, my main deck core didn't change at all. I'm going more for a go first strategy now than a go second. The reason being is because I like to go first in the current meta for decks like Spiral. There's a lot more back row decks about Guru Control, things of that nature. I really do not want those decks to set up on me, because you're gonna have a hard time. So going first right now, I feel like it's more optimal than to go second deck for this for the hero archetype. I mean, yeah, against certain decks like Dinosaurs, you still want to go second against, but Dinosaurs is just as rogue as some people may say Hero is, also just as good. So it's one of those things where you gotta win for losing, and sometimes just hope they don't open up their outs. The only change I made in my extra deck, other than getting that sick Nibiru token, well, I'll just show you guys the extra deck. Dare Decimator staple, Cross Crusader staple. I'm not considering Acid anymore. I like it, don't get me wrong, it's good and it's cute when you combo Acid with Ab-Zero, but I'm finding myself not really resolving Acid as much, if at all. I'm gonna still play Acid for the time being. You know, like I said, I thought about taking out Super Poly, and I'm glad I didn't. So, I mean, like, Acid is one of those cards where it's there, you want to run it because it's just too good not to run, but you rarely ever use it. But when you do, it's a blowout card. Like, I used it today at my locals, which was a single elimination locals. Unfortunately, I lost in round 3, but considering it was a single elimination locals, I didn't care. He came in clutch today, but it really didn't do much. Bane, love Bane. You gotta have your Bane. Trinity, I can see why some people want to remove this, but it can just blow out against the opponent at times. I like having Trinity in there as a way to out specific boards, but usually you OTK without Trinity, so I can see people's reasoning for wanting to remove it. 2 Dark Law staple. Starving Venom Clan and clutch the 1K. Some people believe in double darks on the board is good. Sometimes I do want to poly into something that's not a hero monster. I might run our Destiny Hero Dystopia targets, things of that nature. So I like Starving Venom and extra deck. Dystopia, dangerous because it helps you search with Fusion Destiny and other brick hands. Escurito, Shining, and Sunriser. The main thing I did was Starving Venom. Now my hero side deck is not complete. It's one card short of a card, but most of you guys already know what I'm running, so just hang in there. 3 Nibrus for the mirror match, of course. And decks like this Bam is really good against rogue decks, which is why I'm running 3 Nibrus in the side deck. 1 Twin Twister, so for those games I feel like I want to go second, and I want to open up my other card I'm siding, so Twin Twister is good. This third super poly for decks that just lose against Starving Venom, and for stuff I have my hero targets for. I think that can come in clutch. Supposed to be 2 draw unlock birds. I gotta get me another one, so I ran one lonely one out on Saturday, and it came in clutch. 2 effect failure only because I don't have infinite permanence, so this is my budget for that. I like it against certain decks. Against other decks, it's not that great, but it is a good version of infinite permanence for when I do need extra effect negation. 2 Ending Nightmare. Freaking love this card, bro. If you guys are playing this deck or any deck at all, if you guys checking this video out, this card is amazing. You should I think every deck should side deck this for the sole fact of Mystic Mind Burn and Mystic Mind Burn type of decks. 1 Red Reboot for the strap heavy decks, and a 3 Lancia for anything that banishes, which is gonna be like your Orcus, your dinosaur decks, Spiral even. It can help you out against a lot of decks. But yeah, like I said, guys, ultimately my hero deck didn't change. And like I said, I'm just making this video because a lot of you guys did request to see my list that I took to 1K. This is pretty much my exact list, card for card. I did talk about making potential changes, like adding Cloth Sheep to my extra deck. I haven't found myself wanting to use it. It is a wombo combo card, so I can definitely see how it can help you. But it's one of those things that you gotta overextend to make good, and ain't about that life. So yeah, man, this is my hero deck in a nutshell. I guess while I have you guys here, I could show you guys one combo. And let me show you guys what I'll do if I open up like this. Let's see what we can do with Fusion Destiny. Play Fusion Destiny. Usually if I open up a bad hand, this is exactly what I'll do. I'll send Mally and like, let's say for example, Celestial. Why did I have a Stratos in there? Burn your opponent for 1600. Banish Mally. Special your Mally. Link. Bring out Cross Crusader. Bring out Dystopia. Banish your Mally again. Special your Mally. Tribute, because you never tributed with your Cross Crusader yet. Bring out, let's say for example, depending on if I have another hero monster on my board, I'll usually grab Stratos to go grab Ferris, and if I have a dump fodder Ferris, I can make first turn Plasma Dystopia, which is a pretty solid combo. Or at that point, I can either go Stratos. From some Stratos, get a Dust of Gold, search out a Dust of Gold, ditch a Dust of Gold to add Dark Calling. Where's Dark Calling at? Where's Dark Calling at? Add Dark Calling, play Dark Calling, banish your last Mally for that Bane, and blow your opponent's field up. Your opponent's at 6,400 life points, and you literally just win from there. Like, man, I love this deck, bro. I love this deck. This is just a cute little demonstration of a quick combo that's OTK heavy that you can do with this deck. So yeah, man, tell me what you guys think. Like the video if you're new here, subscribe for more. This is Rogue Hero, and we're signing out. I'm gonna see you guys in the next one. Peace.